Hey there, adventurers, welcome back. Hey, we got a special video for you guys today. We got Suparee lights. We're gonna upgrade the current lights we have for the 4Runner and put these guys on. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed. These look like little Baja Designs LP6s, so let's check it out. You know, honestly guys, it looks pretty good so far, but we gotta wire this guy up. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. So here's what you're gonna need for this install. You're gonna need, of course, your Suparee lights, some heat shrink solder, some heat shrink, Deutsch connectors, and this will make sense in a little bit when I show you the harness I currently run. And you could either use a soldering iron or, in this case, a heat gun to shrink your heat shrink solder. So let me show you how we do it. So on the Suparee lighting wiring, it comes with 3 wires. Red for power, black for ground, and yellow for the spotlight in the center of this. Now, we plan on running these two together so the power is up all at once. But the black one, of course, is our ground, so that should be pretty simple. All right, and yeah, we could wire this up on a separate circuit, but our current system on this vehicle is only a 2-wire, so we're just gonna make this all simple for everybody today. So this is a Deutsch connector, and this one already comes pre-trimmed, so this should be pretty easy for us to solder in our wires. And of course, it's red and black, power and ground. And again, this is a simple process of what you guys need to do. Now, I recommend these just because they are a weatherproof seal, and if I need to ever remove these lights in the future, I can easily unplug them and, you know, plug something else in or take them off for maintenance purposes. But this way, you don't have to cut wiring and resolder in the future. It's quick, clean, and makes it. I'll put a link for this product in the description below, but this would help you when you guys are wanting to wire up your own lights. So while your soldering iron heating up, go ahead and secure yourself your heat shrink tubing and your heat shrink tube. Now what you're going to want to do is cut a section of it to length, so that way when you do put this on, it will seal, you know, creating a better waterproof seal for your installation. So however you want to cut them, just take your heat shrink or wire cutters in this case, cut a length out, and you want to do that at least 4 times for each section of the wiring, and again right here as well. This will make sense in a little bit when we show you guys how it all works. Next, on your Deutsch connectors, if they are not already pre-cut like these ones are, go ahead and pull off the power and the ground tips. Then secure yourself your Suparee lights. Again, do the same thing. If they're not already pre-cut, just go ahead and take them off yourself. All right, and they just pull off very easily. Now, I like to grab my wiring and twist it. All right, same thing with these other ones too as well. Grab the wire and just twist it, and that way we can ensure a good solid connection. And you want to do that for all 3. All right, there it goes. Now if you're going to wire up the spotlight separately, you just do all these, wrap these together, which I will do right now, and this will make it a lot easier when I'm going to do this. Now they do give us a bit of extra wiring, which we don't necessarily need. You don't have to cut this, but it, you know, if you want to for a cleaner install, just trim a little bit off right there. And same thing right here, just a little bit. You want to leave enough wire exposed so you have a good solid connection for soldering. Now from the heat shrink you cut earlier, go ahead and slide it on both ends of the wire connector. Okay, like so. Put it far enough back so it doesn't get activated immediately when the heat hits it when you are soldering these 2 joints together. So on the next part, you're going to take your heat shrink solder, your Deutsch connector, and your lights from Suparee. Then you're going to slide on. We'll start with the power wire first. Okay, we're going to slide it on. You want it about halfway here. Then you're going to slide your other connection in again until they both overlap in the halfway point in the middle. Now, moving your fingers back for safety reasons, because this is really hot, you're going to go over and just right over the heat shrink. You're going to rotate it as well so the heat shrink activates and melts the solder, creating a good connection. like so. Okay. And it'll take a minute sometimes for that to melt. But the heat shrink has been activated. And I like to go a second longer just to make sure it melts. There it goes. Now it's melted. Perfect. Cool. And that's the one. That's your power side. Now they are soldered and ready to go. Next, you're gonna grab your ground and same thing. Reach over. Now you could do these both at once if you wanted to. I prefer doing one at a time for ease, you know, of soldering, because it's hard to keep these two items together. Twist this and push them in like so. Again, you want to go to the halfway point with both of them. Again, hold it over the heat. Slowly turning it so it activates the solder. There we go. And just let it get hot right there in the middle. Now you do this so you see the solder melt. And there it goes. The solder has melted. Now these two wires are joined together. Next, we're going to go ahead and slide over the heat shrink that we have there. Ooh, that's hot. Give it a second. Yeah, very hot to the touch. But yeah, we slide over our heat shrink tubing, which will help us out. So now that we slid it over all the way, this one was a little tight, so maybe go a size bigger than what I had. You should again repeat the process over, and this will help you ensure that the heat shrink, you know, that you're gonna have a good waterproof connection for years to come. And there it is. Now we're ready to install this light. So we're going to go ahead and unplug these connectors from these lights for our upgraded Suparee lights. And there we go, old lights out, in with the new. So next we're going to do is take our lights, we'll run the harness underneath, take the bolt out from the bottom, set that aside for now, we'll need them in a second, and pull this wire, old wire back, we'll need that in soon too. But we'll guide this new one into position. Then we'll grab our lock washer and nut and secure them both together. Now with the nut secured into place, go ahead and take a wrench and just tighten her up. That way you can ensure that this guy will not go anywhere while we're adventuring. Now we take our handy dandy new Deutsch connector and plug it into our male end and secure the two together. Now we have a good waterproof connection that will last for years. So now with our lights installed, guys, well, let's go hit the trail. Let's see how they look tonight.
So we are really excited with these lights. With these lights are IP67 rated. They also have a brightness of up to 6500 Kelvin with 16,000 lumens of bright light. Guys, these really are a really nice game changer though. To have these as our fog light setup really makes a big difference for our adventures, to keep them going better at night. And that's what we really want. We want to have a nice bright vehicle that's gonna light up the night but not draw too much energy down on our main battery. So I'm thoroughly impressed with these. let me guys show you how it looks with our factory lighting right now. And you can see with our factory lights on, they're pretty bright, they are good. We throw on our high beams as well. And then finally we turn off all these lights, and then we allow ourselves to turn on the high beams for the Suparee lights. And guys, this is really bright by themselves, better than the factory lighting alone. So let me show you an aerial view of how this all looks and how much they throw. So we started off with our factory headlights and high beams. Then we kick on the Suparee lights, and you can see the night and day difference. Makes it so much brighter for our adventures at night, guys. And that's what you guys should consider them too. Link in the description below for this product, guys, and for the harness. And guys, trust me, you will not be disappointed with these lights.
Hey guys, you know, these lights are super bright. We want to thank Suparee for supplying these for this product review. Guys, we can't say behind this one, they are very bright and very helpful. In the description below, I'm going to include also a wire harness to help make your install a lot easier, guys. This really is a simple install you guys can do to upgrade your vehicles for more nighttime adventures and making sure you guys can keep adventuring. So guys, if you like this content, please click this video right here. That way you can check out our last adventure or product review, guys. And we want to thank Robert from the Project Nomad for giving us a hand today for helping us film. Finally, guys, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.